going on today, YouTube? Rob here. In today's video, I'm opening up the new Power of the Elements booster box in hopes of trying to pull a Starlight Rare, more Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer than anything else. But I also do want to try and see if we can pull the brand new Sprite cards. I do want to build the deck, but I also want to build a new NEOS deck or Elemental Hero deck. So maybe depending on how many cards of either of these two archetypes we get, I'll build more towards that deck, and then in the future I might go into doing whichever one we pulled less of in this opening. Before we get started, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel, consider leaving a like, comment on what you might want to see next, and subscribe to the channel for more fun Yu-Gi-Oh videos. And without wasting any more of your time, let's get into it. Alright guys, let's get into this Power of the Elements booster opening. We're looking for quite a lot of different things out of the set. Like, I do kind of want to build Sprite, but I also do want to build like a newer NEOS deck, because there's a lot of really cool newer hero cards in the set, and heroes are definitely one of my favorite archetypes. GX was my favorite series out of all the Yu-Gi-Oh series. But I don't know, let's open this up and see if we can pull maybe that Starlight Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, which is actually really nice. Other than that, let's see if we can pull Sprite cards and some more hero cards, which is always fun. First pack we go, we've got Morphtronic Earfawn, which is pretty neat. Vernal Sylph, The Changing Season, which is really neat. Branded Expulsion. Ice Jade Creation. I'm not even going to pronounce that. That's pretty nuts. We've got our first Sprite card, Sprite Elf, which is really cool. Followed by Overfusion, neat NEOS or Elemental Hero card. Brilliant Rose. Double Dust Tornado Twins. And Propagandake. It's pretty neat. Not bad first pack. That Sprite Elf though, that's good. We've got Morphtronic Telephone, Crawler Soma, which is pretty neat. Ravenous Vendred, Gadget Gamer. We've got Power Tool Braver Dragon, which is pretty neat. Cool retrain on Power Tool Dragon. We've got Rika Princess, Sprite Carrot, which is awesome. That's the Trap Negate, I believe. Yeah, this is the spell Trap Negate. Terrament's Meta Noise, which is pretty cool. And Melfi Wally. Next up, we've got Sprite Gamma Burst, which is pretty awesome. Lifetime Extreme, Morphtronic Scannon, Gunkin Suship Shari Red. Ooh, we've got Therian Empress Alasia, which is pretty neat. Adding on to the Therian cards, we've got Sprite Red, which is our monster negate, I believe, which is really awesome. We've got Nightmel the Dark Bonder, another Overfusion, and Brilliant Rose. We've got Gadget Gamer, Life Extreme, which is pretty cool. Another Vernal Sylph, the Flower Buds this time. Morphtronic Scannon, Mathmech Circular, which is a neat deck that's been kind of coming back into the fold here. We've got Askin, the Bicorn Goatee. This archetype actually seems to be like really cool. I actually don't mind it. We've got Terralement Crime, Rika Princess, and Melfi Wally. We've got the most distant, deepest depths, branded expulsion, vernal sieve of the flowering fields, digit jamming, it's pretty neat. We've got Albaz the Ashen, which is really neat. Retrain on Fallen of Albaz and decent branded support. Then we've got Double Dust Tornado Twins, Propagandic, Alcan the Bicorn Goatee, and Tearlament's Crime. We've got Scar of the Vendred, which is pretty neat. Vernal Sif of the Thawning Mountains. Cross Keeper. Amaze Attraction Thrill Train. Neat to see some amazement support. And more punk stuff. That's awesome as well. We've got Punk Jam Extreme Session, which is pretty neat. Morphtronic Converter. Sprite Red. Tearlament's Merly. And Melfi Penny. Let's see, maybe if I wouldn't mind as well maybe pulling at least one copy of Exosister Martha. That was a deck I was working on, and then I kind of stopped as more sets were coming out. But I might continue and remake that. We've got Life Extreme, another Vernal Sif of the Thawing Mountains, Sprite Gamma Burst, Morphtronic Scannon, Schiff Fairy of the Goatee, which is pretty neat. I actually don't mind the artwork on the Goatee cards as well. Rika Princess, Melfi Wally, Morphtronic Converter, and another Sprite Red to give us a playset. Let's see if we can pull blue. And maybe the maybe Splite Starter or the Xyz. We've got Digit Jamming, Sprite Gamma Burst, the most distant, deepest depths, Sprite Smashers. That's a good card as well. Ooh, we've got Moray of Avarice. Banish one, face up fish, sea serpent, or aqua monster you control and draw 2 cards. You can only activate 1 Moray of Avarice per turn. That's not bad. Good for the shark deck or even like Marincess. We've got Terrors of the Overroot, Moki Moki Adrift, Branded in Central Dogmatica, and Pit Knight Early. We've got Vernal Sif and the Changing Season, Ice Jade Creation, Merry Melfi. Is neat to see a synchro version of Melfi cards. I think they're usually only Xyz, but I could be wrong on that. Crawler Soma, Vendred Scavenger. That's neat. Cool zombie ritual. Tearlament's Merly, Melfi Penny, Terrors of the Overroot, and Moki Moki Adrift. We got another Vernal Sif and the Flower Buds, Gadget Gamer, Scar of the Vendred, Cross Keeper. Ooh! Kurakara Divine Carnate. Kurakarna Divine Carnate. That's neat. Branded in Central Dogmatica, Pit Knight Early, Double Dust Tornado Twins, and Nightmel the Dark Bonder. Then we've got Hydralander Orbit. Oh, there's a scratch on the O. Oh, never mind. That was just dirt. I thought there was a scratch on the O. Another Suship Shari Red, Morphtronic Telfon, Vernal Sif and the Flowering Fields, EN Wave. That's awesome for the Elemental Heroes and NEOS deck. That's awesome. Double Dust Tornado Twins, Nightmel, the Dark Bonder, Propagandic, and Sprite Carrot, I should say, to give us a second one of those. Good to see. Now we just need blue and the Sprite Starter and the giant Sprite or whatever the Xyz is. Vernalsif, the Flowering Fields, Morphtronic Telephon, Ravenous Vendred, Vanguard of the Underground Emperor, that's neat. Ooh, Melfi Staring Contest, not bad. Then we've got Tearlament's Meta Noise, Melfi Wally, Sprite Red, and Nightmel the Dark Bonder. Rounding off the first half of this booster box. Next up we've got Mary Melfi's, Crawler Soma, Vernalsif the Flower Buds, Gadget Gamer, ooh, Ika the Flame Buddy. That's neat as well. Then we've got Nightmel the Dark Bonder, Goatee Chain, Kartorin, the Hidden Gem of Seafront, and Morphtronic Converter. We've got another Gamma Burst, which is pretty neat, Morphtronic Earphone, Morphtronic Scannon, Vernalsif, the Changing Season. We've got Scareclaw Straddle. Just neat to see Scareclaw support. That was another deck I was working on very briefly, but not bad. Tearlament's Meta Noise, Goatee Chain, Moki Moki Adrift, and Branded in Central Dogmatica. Got Sprite Gamma Burst, Morphtronic Scannon, Vernalsif and the Changing Season, Ice Jade Creation. We've got Garura, Wings of Resonant Life, which is pretty neat. 2 monsters with the same type and attribute, but different names. Any battle damage your opponent takes from battles involving this card is doubled, and if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can draw 1 card. You can only use this effect of Garura, Wings of Resonant Life, once per turn. It's not bad. Moki Moki Adrift, Branded in Central Dogmatica, Sprite Carrot, and Brilliant Rose. Okay, so we have our playset of Carrot and Red. We just need Blue, which is the more important playset we need. We need 1 more, if not 2 more elves. We need Sprite Starter as well. We've got Vernalsif and the Flower Buds, Amaze Attraction Thrill Train, Life Extreme, Tearlament's Havness, Sprite Jet. There's another Sprite card we needed. We've got Carterin, the Hidden Gem of the Seafront, Tearlament's Crime, Propagandic, Overfusion to round off that pack as well. Which is neat. Let's see if we can pull the Elemental Hero NEOS Wingman as well, because it's always nice to pull the cover cards. We've got Vernalsif of the Flowering Fields, Digit Jamming, Life Extreme, Vernalsif of the Thawing Mountains, Vernalsif of the Awakening Forests, pretty neat card, Propagandic, Overfusion, Tearlament's Meta Noise, and Goatee Chain. We got Scar of the Vendred, Vernalsif and the Changing Season, Vernalsif and the Thawing Mountains, Morphtronic Earphone, Draco Utopian Aura. When your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Then you can apply the following effect. Banish 1 monster from your hand, and if you do, special summon the monster that was destroyed and sent to the graveyard by this effect to your field, but negate its effects. You can only activate 1 Draco Utopian Aura once per turn. Interesting counter trap. Tearlament's Merly, Eonok, Sentry of the Goatee. I actually really I'm liking the Goatee artworks. They're really neat, and they have this kind of creep factor I don't know what it is. I find it eye-catching to me. Terrors of the Overroot and Pit Night Early. Branded Expulsion, Gunkin Suship Shari Red, Tearlament's Havness, Hydralan Orbit, Loris, Lady of Lament. I'm not sure if this is a new reprint or just another Lady of Lament card. So let me know in the comments if that's a reprint or not, because I know there have been other Lady of Lament cards in previous sets. We have Terrors of the Overroot, Pit Night Early, Rika Princess, and Sprite Carrot. Which again, we need Sprite Blue, and the Xyz, and maybe the Sprite Starter. Out of our last couple packs here, we've got Ice Jade Creation, Sprite Smashers, which is always good as well, Cross Keeper, Vanguard of the Underground Emperor. We've got Crand Tusk Dragon. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can target up to 2 other cards on the field and destroy them. And if you do, this card gains 600 attack for each destroyed card. You can only use this effect of Grand Tusk Dragon once per turn, so that's neat. It gains at least an extra 1200 attack, but not the greatest considering it's like a 6-star monster, 8-star monster. Then we've got Sprite Pixies, which is a neat card. Melfi Penny, Branded Central Dogmatica, and Mimesis Elephant. Down to our last 4 packs. We've got this one and 3 more. Hydralan Orbit, Tearlament's Havness, Mary Melfi's, Amaze Attraction Thrill Train. We've got EN Engage Neospace, which is awesome. That artwork is sick. Looks like he's going up. Neos is going up against Uriah, maybe Slifer, but he only has the one head, so I would say more Uriah. But that's neat artwork. Like, I really like that. We've got Kartofin, the Hidden Gem of the Seafront, Morphtronic Converter, Tearlament's Select, and Moki Moki Adrift. Down to our last 3 packs here. We've got Scar of the Vendred, Crosskeeper, Vanguard of the Underground Emperor, Most Distant Deepest Depths, and we've got Tearlament's Sharon, which is neat. Tearlament's Select, Moki Moki Adrift, Sprite Pixies, and Melfi Penny. Amaze Attraction Thrill Train, Sprite Smashers, Digit Jamming, Morphtronic Earphone. Got Pace's Light of the Goatee, which is really neat as well. Kind of like alien looking. That's neat. Branded in Central Dogmatica, Mimesis Elephant, Tearlament's Merly, and Enoch Sentry of the Goatee. Alright, last and final pack of Power of the Elements. Let's see if we can pull a Starlight Rare at this point. I don't think we will. But let's see if we can pull one, or Sprite Blue. Branded Expulsion, Ravenous Vendred, Gunkin Suship Shari Red, Vernal Sif the Flower Buds. We've got Rika Con, which is a neat card, but not what we were really looking for. Carrot, Brilliant Rose, Nightmel the Dark Bonder, and Goatee Chain to round off this Power of the Elements booster box. Alright guys, that's it for this Power of the Elements booster box opening. We didn't manage to pull the Starlight Rare, but that's okay because we did manage to pull quite a few different new sprite cards and quite a few different new copies of the Elemental Hero cards, which are the two decks that I really wanted to build out of this set. So maybe let me know in the comments what you guys want to see more of, and I'll try and steer myself towards building that deck instead. If you guys liked the video, be sure to leave a like. Like I said, comment down below and maybe on what you might want to see next. And if you're not already subscribed, consider subscribing for more fun Yu-Gi-Oh videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. That's game!